There are so many misconceptions in the world of running, and this can often be quite confusing. And in today's video, I'm going to be sifting through all of that information to make sure that you're on the right journey with your running. It's perceived that stretching prevents aches, and also that aches shouldn't even be part of running. Well, this isn't entirely true. Aches are quite a normal part of the process, especially between a 24 to 48 hour period. Aches are an inflammatory reaction, especially after an intense effort. So the best thing you can do is recover and make sure that your body is set to go for the next run. Whether it's stretching before or immediately after your run, these are actually both things that you want to avoid. Stretching can lead to micro lesions, and this can mean that you can either hide or make it worse when it comes to a potential injury. So instead, you can engage in activation exercises prior to your run to really make sure that your muscles are primed. And then if you really want to do some stretching after your run, then just make sure you keep it light so it's not putting too much pressure through those muscles. In the running world, it can often be perceived that running at a medium intensity for a long duration and on an empty stomach can lead to weight loss. Well, this definitely isn't true, as it can really be a stress on your body. Let's keep it simple. When you're running, you're often using two different energy sources, which are either fats or carbohydrates. You're going to want to run at mixed intensities, so you get your body used to using both of these different fuel sources. Combine that with consistent training and a balanced diet, and you're definitely on the right pathway to weight loss. It's quite easy to think that when you come back from a running session, especially if it's a hard one, that you can eat anything you want. Well, this really isn't the case, because you have what's called a glycemic window. And that window tends to occur between 30 minutes to 4 hours after your run. And this is the period where you really want to prioritize recovery and making sure that you're having a snack or a meal that's really got the right balance of nutritional gains within that meal. So whether that's carbohydrates, protein, fats, you really want to prioritize all of those different fuels. Hydration. It's a really key topic, and the popular belief is that you should often drink in small amounts and regularly. Well, this is absolutely true. Hydration is really important to maintaining your performance and recovering well after your session. You also really want to make sure that your hydration plan is adapted to the conditions and the duration, intensity of your exercise. So consider looking at a drink that is specifically adapted for during a session, and this is just going to allow you to continue your performance and recover in the best possible way. As you get older, many people think that your performance in running will decline. Well, this definitely isn't the case, especially if you've taken up running fairly later on in life. There's always room for improvement. Yes, our muscle fibers will change a bit. They'll become more slow twitch, which actually means that they're better adapted for longer distance. So why not set yourself new goals, and remember that better self-knowledge will lead to better performance. Another misconception in running is that it can be bad for your joint health. Well, yes, it's true that when you're running, 2 to 3 times your body weight does go through each leg, and that can occur more injuries compared to other sports. However, just bear in mind that when you're starting off, it's quite normal for your muscles not to be used to the motion of running. So just make sure that you're taking on training that's progressive and not too much, so you can allow your body to recover, and as you get stronger, it will even favour joint health. Well, it can be thought that for you to be running properly, you have to be breathing heavily. Well, this really isn't the case. As you improve in your running, you'll notice that you will actually be able to breathe a lot more comfortable, and this is just part of the process of getting fitter. And at the start, if you are breathing heavily, don't worry about it, because you will improve and it's just part of that running journey. Here's a top tip. If you are just getting started in your running journey and you feel really out of breath in some of your sessions, then don't hesitate to take a walking break, because this will help you to get to the end of your session. Running less than 30 minutes. Is it pointless? Absolutely not. There are many reasons why just a short run can be beneficial for you as a runner. For one, if you're just starting out, obviously you don't want to overload your body too much. And then less than 30-minute runs can also be great for recovery, just to make sure that you can be consistent in your training. Here's a top tip. If you're just getting started out in running, then really be mindful to make sure that you choose a program that's really adapted to a beginner. And this just makes sure that your training load and intensity is at the right level so that you can continue to be consistent and reach your running goals. Thanks for watching, and if you'd like more advice in a range of different sporting topics, then you can check out Decathlon's YouTube channel and Decathlon's sports advice blog. Enjoy your training and take care.